If you are a sales manager, director, or executive over the age of 35, you can't lose fat the same way as everyone else. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. I'm Kevin Heinz, founder of SalesBody, father of two, and a former sales manager. I've helped hundreds of successful sales leaders get a strong, good-looking, and high-performance body using a method they've never tried before. But before I get into it, let's get one thing straight. If you are not a high-level sales professional, this video is not for you. That means if you're in an entry-level position, the content in this video will not apply to you and you can click away now. This is also not for anyone looking to just toss $100 a month to a mediocre trainer with the hopes of getting average results using a templated program. That is not what we do here. And lastly, this is not for professionals who are 1 foot in and 1 foot out when it comes to upgrading their health and performance. If you are content with having a mediocre body and not reaching your physical potential, then I cannot help you. This video was designed specifically for sales leaders at the top of their professional game who are eager to get their bodies on the same level, but just haven't managed to do so. If you're looking for a proven system used by over 900 sales executives dealing with the same obstacles you do, then keep on watching. You may have tried fixing this in the past. Maybe you've gotten started, made some progress, and ended up backtracking, or you're struggling to get started in the first place. But in either case, you've probably been telling yourself some variation of, I just need more discipline. And it was from my own experience as a sales manager that I found that statement to be bullshit. I led a sales department for years. Being on the road, eating out, sitting at a desk, and never having a concrete schedule left me with a body I couldn't stand looking at. I was great at my job, but the $20,000 in monthly commission didn't make up for how sick I felt about my appearance. Didn't feel like me. I'm competitive, ambitious, and in the eyes of many, successful, but my body told a completely different story. And I was tired of it. So I dove headfirst into making a change. I followed all the popular advice. I meal prepped, I cut out alcohol, stopped snacking, stuck to whole foods, I cooked most of my meals at home, and I was waking up at 4 a.m. to get my workouts in. And to no surprise, it worked until it didn't. Meal prep was fine until I happened to be out of town. Cooking at home felt great, but it wasn't realistic for the days I had 20 minutes to squeeze in lunch. And cutting out restaurants, alcohol, and carbs just didn't make any sense for my actual lifestyle. And that right there is why more discipline isn't the answer. The system is broken. The approach you tried using time and time again was designed for somebody else. Someone with a predictable schedule, someone who can cook every meal at home, eat perfectly, and follow a traditional diet. But that isn't you. You've spent years, if not decades, building up this career and putting your family in a great spot financially. This just means the lifestyle, the challenges, and the things you deal with on a routine basis today likely won't be changing anytime soon. You will still be traveling. You will still be working long hours. You will still be eating out. You will still have spur-of-the-moment meetings, and you will still be stressed. So unless you learn how to navigate those situations and lose fat despite of them, you will never keep the fat off and you will never build a strong, desirable, high-performance body. You are not the problem. The methods you've tried using in the past are. But when you get something that works with the travel, the hotels, the airports, the client dinners, fast food, sporadic meetings, alcohol, conferences, and the inevitable difficulties you deal with, that is when you'll make an unbelievable transformation like my executive client, John, who got abs for the first time in his life at 50 years old after trying to diet for 10 years. Or my client, David, who dropped 70 pounds in 6 months, with one of his favorite parts being how he's finally comfortable in his suits and on his flights. Or the hundreds of other men and women professionals we've helped with this unique system. I will say it again. The difference between the version of you who side-eyes yourself in the mirror because you're ashamed of what your body has become and the version of you with visible abs, well-fitting suits, and a body that matches the career you've built is the right tailored system made specifically for the 24/7 sales lifestyle. So let me show you how it works. First, we start with a lifestyle assessment. Rather than handing you a strict diet and routine to follow, regardless of how unrealistic it may be, we take a deep look at the obstacles you face and the environments you end up in so we have something to build around. My main goal is to build you something you can stick to forever. In order to make that happen, we need to account for everything you regularly deal with. Next is what I call your frictionless dieting nutrition system. Most diet plans add friction to your life, requiring you to meal prep and only eat at home no matter what your week looks like. When your schedule is a little all over the place, you need something that removes friction. A plan that works with travel, fast foods, restaurants, or whatever else you deal with. This is how you finally become consistent with your diet. not by relying on discipline or willpower, because we've proven that doesn't work. The third part of all of this is custom strength programming. As you likely already know, nutrition is just one part of the puzzle. Getting a lean and strong body requires an efficient training program, but in order for you to stick to it, it needs to be flexible with travel, a busy life, and backed by science, so you actually see the differences in your body each month that passes. We build you an adaptive workout program custom tailored to your experience level, previous injuries, upcoming travel, equipment availability, and your overall goals. This system adapts to your life, so if a random meeting or work trip pops up out of the blue, everything adapts accordingly. We work with some of the busiest sales executives in the world, and even they were able to make this fit into their lives. The fourth part of the SalesBody experience is performance optimization. Losing the weight and getting a better looking body is awesome, but we want you to feel good too. Myself and our medical team will help you optimize your sleep, your energy levels, your hormones, cognition, and your blood markers. I have always been a huge believer that getting in shape allows you to get more enjoyment out of life. And this is a big part in making that happen. And finally, the part that ties all of this together is the direct one-on-one coaching, accountability, and support you get from myself and my team. You will be working directly with me, but my team is there for even more support. We'll be checking in on you multiple times a week, making adjustments, answering questions, providing real-time feedback, and most importantly, forcing you to meet that standard you know you should be reaching. We have seen every obstacle in every situation that you could possibly go through, yet the guarantee I back my program by still stands. This is for professionals who are just ready to win. If that's you and you're ready to get the only system designed from the ground up for sales professionals, click the schedule call button below and we'll show you what this looks like specifically for you. If you're still on the fence, let me address a few of the things I always hear from people who never make the jump. With the first one being, life just feels too busy right now, I'd rather wait. Now, I've lived the sales life, and you're right, it can feel busy as hell. But I'll ask you a question right back. Do you anticipate life ever getting busy again, stressful, or chaotic? Or do you expect to have boatloads of free time for the foreseeable future? I think we both know the answer. And to be completely honest, you probably have more busy weeks than you do easy weeks. So if you only know how to get in shape when things are easy, then you'll never actually get in shape at all. And just as a reminder, we expect you to join SalesBody with a packed schedule and a full plate. That is why we built this. So if things feel too damn busy, that's exactly what we want to hear, and we're in the perfect position to help you. The next thing we hear is, Kevin, I already know what I need to do, I just struggle to do it consistently. Just to put that into perspective, that's like a junior sales rep saying, I already know how to sell. They know they need to ask good questions, pitch their product, handle objections, follow up, and close the deal. But knowing the process isn't the same as knowing how to execute the process. The 900 professionals who transformed their body with this program didn't do so because we let them in on top secret, never before seen information. We taught them consistent execution, the part that actually matters. So I'll ask you another question. What do you really care more about? Do you care more about eventually figuring this out on your own, even if it takes another 5 or 10 years where you're paying for expensive vacations and still ashamed of your belly? Or do you care more about just getting the result so you can start getting more out of the life you've already got waiting for you? I can get you there. And if you're serious about making a change and finally reaching your physical potential, then I will get you there. If you've made it this far, it shows me you're ready. The next step is to book your call so we can learn more about you, your situation, and show you what it'd be like to team up and make this happen for yourself, guaranteed. Book your SalesBody call below and we'll talk with you soon.